If you're thinking about buying or selling in the Portland metro area, well, today's video is for you because we're gonna go over the local market numbers and what that means to you. So without any further ado, let's get into August 2023's numbers right now. Hey everybody, my name is Cullen. I'm a local real estate agent right here in Portland, Oregon. Now, if you're thinking of buying or selling, then you definitely want to check out this video. Now, it's the end of summer. Here we are, August numbers have come out. This is going to give us a really good idea of, hey, how did the Portland market do over this last spring and summer? And what are we kind of gearing up for this fall? How's the market looking right now? So without any further ado, let's get into it right now. So this is the market action report, and let's scroll right up here to the first page. This is always my favorite page. And let's start out with a big overview and inventory in months. Here we are in August. You can see right down in here, 2.2 months of inventory here in the Portland metro area. Last month we were at 2.4. You can see right here, the previous month, 2.0. We steadily started increasing in inventory since about March. I expect in September that'll probably jump back up again. Things might be sitting a little bit longer. You might notice, hey, if you're looking at things on Zillow or Redfin and you're keeping an eye on homes, if you're looking to purchase, well, it really is a tale of two markets right now. 50% of the homes are going to be selling within that first week or two, and the other 50% are going to be sitting longer and need some price reductions in order to get a sale. If you're a buyer, that creates a lot of opportunity for you. I think personally, right now is a great time to be a buyer in the Portland metro area because you can negotiate that house. If it's been sitting more than a couple of weeks, then you can negotiate price. You can negotiate repairs. You have a lot of power back in your court that you didn't have, a year ago. And I think if interest rates start to go down, say even 1%, you're gonna see a lot more buyers going into the market, which, without a lot more inventory, is gonna put a lot more pressure for prices to go up, for things to go a little bit quicker, maybe more multiple offers. You're not gonna have as much time to, take a beat, look at a bunch of houses, really find that right house. I'm also noticing that people that are looking to buy right now in the Portland metro area feel like they have a lot of time on their hands, and which they do, but that's not going to last forever. So if you are looking for a home, I wouldn't wait forever to buy that home, because once interest rates start coming down a little bit, I do expect it to get a little bit hotter. And hopefully this spring, starting in January and February, typically more buyers are starting to get in the market, around a yearly basis anyways. So if interest rates do come down a little bit at all, I think that'll just heat that up. Now, by the looks that the feds did raise, the rates, which affected interest rates to go up a little bit. Right now we're about 7.5%, which is a high interest rate for home compared to where we were a year ago. So I don't expect that probably to go down a full point, anytime soon. Maybe in the next year, who really knows? Nobody can say for sure. But all the signs right now is, interest rates are pretty much staying steady. Will they go up to 8%? Maybe. I didn't think so, but now maybe they will. But I wouldn't expect them to go too much more than that, kind of top out and then maybe pull back a little bit. I think right now, through the holidays, through Christmas, the New Year, is a really good time to be a buyer because you have a lot more power and things are sitting a little bit longer. But we're just not getting more inventory, a lot of inventory on the market. All right, let's go high level to new listings were 2,900, which was a decrease from 9% less than last year, but it increased 0.8%, almost 1% more listings in August than there were in July. So that's good, trending a little bit up, not a lot, but a little bit. So pretty flat there, but up almost 1% in the amount of listings. Pending sales, are down 19% from the year before and down 4.3% from July. So that means properties are sitting a little bit longer. Closed sales decreased 16.5% from the previous year and increased 12.7% from July to August. So that's really good, up 12.7% on the amount of closed sales. Let's go next to look at inventory and time on market. Inventory is decreased to 2.2 months in August from, go back up here, 2.4 in July, and now 2.2 here in August. And total market time increased to 37 days. It was at around 32, 34 days. Now we're at 37 days. And let's go down here to the average and median sales price, comparing 2023 to 2022, August of each year. The average sale price has decreased 3% from $619,000 to $600,000 from last year to this year. So down 3%, so that's good. Affordability is up a little bit, but combating that affordability obviously is the interest rate. The higher the interest rate, same for the same price of home, obviously it makes that home a little bit less affordable. So that is good that prices have come down a little bit to increase that affordability since interest rates are up. And that's the average, which pulls in all the multi-million-dollar homes. But if you want to do the median sales price, which kind of considers those heavy weights and doesn't throw them in the calculation so much. So if we want to talk about the median sales price, last year it was $550,000, and this year it's $535,000. So that's decreased, about 2.7%. There's that 3%. So $535,000 in the Portland metro is the median sales price right now. Let's check out the heat map. So this is kind of just a fun map, so you can kind of see where most of the sales volume is in Portland. So you can see here we are, this year, right in that 400 to 600,000 is the bulk of the properties in the Portland metro, and all the way, still a lot of activity, 600 to 700, 700 to 800, and going on up. And again, take in mind, this is just for that month of August, comparing this year, last year, and the year before. It's not the whole year, it's just that month. So that's a really good just snapshot to see where things are. And it hasn't totally affected the higher market here either. So let's look right here, Portland Metro highlights. Another way to look at it, new listings in August, 2,900, very close to last month, 2,800. Pending sales, 2,000, very similar to last month. And the closed sales, 2,100, average sales price 608, median 536, total market time 37. Last month was 33. So a little bit more market time. They're a little bit less on the market, but also things are taking a little bit longer. So that's definitely what I'm seeing here in the market. And here's another way to look at it to put everything kind of in perspective. Here we go. These are the active residential listings month to month. Here in orange is 2023. You can see they're going up, 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 which they usually do here for the summertime. And then, they start to come down, down. That's the amount of active residential listings. So we're still kind of in this uptrend here. It'll be interesting to see what September's numbers have in store for us. I'm sure it's going to kind of follow the very similar trend that we had in 2022, which so far kind of seems like we are right in here in these last 3 months. And then this graph really shows you how much less listings we have going on the market compared to the last couple of years. Now, at the beginning of the year, we had a lot less listings, and then as last year, as they kind of nosedived the amount of listings in the last couple of months in summer, here it's been a little bit more steady. So it will be interesting to see kind of how this correlates going into the winter. I'm guessing it'll probably follow, a very similar kind of trajectory. And here's the amount of closed sales that we had. You can see there in orange is 2023 compared to last year in green, and in blue the year before. And here's the average total market time. And you can see coming out of the holidays this year, we had a lot of market time here. It was peaked right above 70 days, which was a lot. But there was actually a lot of activity. You could see that as it really nosedived, down really far to where we are now, down into the low 30s. And it's starting to increase a little bit. You could see in August, my guess in September, it'll probably be up a little bit more. But again, half the homes are selling quickly and the other half of the homes are not and needing price adjustments. And those really just depends, on the house, on the price point. The higher priced homes are sitting a little bit longer. There's just less buyers in the market for those higher priced homes, and depends what neighborhood you're in. if you're looking, say, in like Lake Oswego, that price point, anything, that's going to be, say, under $900,000 to $800,000 mark and under, between that and like 700, those are going really fast. There was one that just had 14 offers. 14 offers went $150,000 over asking. That was a house for $800,000. Ended up going for $950,000. That was a beautiful house. It was totally redone, but it wasn't a huge house or anything. But at that price point, to get into, say, a place like Lake Oswego, there's a lot of demand right there. But then once you kind of hit that 1.1, 1.2 million and go over, things can tend to sit a little bit longer to wait for that right buyer. And here you go. This is a great graph. This shows you the average and median sales price. The median sales price is in blue, which always is a little bit lower because those more expensive properties have more weight when you do the average sales price. So you can see here we were last December, where things, prices were really coming down, and then they peaked back up again, this spring, and then they've been slowly coming back down, since the beginning of the summer. You get a really good idea here. Prices are coming back down again a little bit. A lot of that is seasonality that you can see through here, but this was a bigger dip, which I think was to be expected because prices had gotten so high during that really crazy bidding period during COVID. So I think it's good that prices are coming down a little bit more to, again, make it a little bit more affordable for people to buy a home. So I would expect to see this trend to continue as we go into December, and then as soon as we start hitting January, for that to start bouncing back up again. Okay, and let's move on over here to the total active listings. So this also gives you a good idea of how many listings are on the market right now. Now, because we have more market time for a house to sell on average, there's going to be more homes on the market at any one given time, which might seem like there's more than maybe there really is. So you can see in 2023, it says we have 6,000 homes on the market right now, which is better than it was last year and way better than it was in 2021. But in 2021, things were moving in that first week, like in 7 days, the first few days on the market, there'd be multiple offers. So there was a lot more coming on the market and a lot more coming off, very quickly. All right, and let's look at condos. If you're in the market for a condo, that has been staying pretty steady, this whole, year. We get this little bit of this seasonality that you can see, kind of a little ups and downs. And you can see the active listings, the amount of active listings right now is really high compared to the amount of closed sales. That's been pretty small this year compared to the amount of listings. So if you're in the market for a condo, you can definitely get a good deal and negotiate your price on a condo. And here you can see the median condo sale price. It's definitely down a little bit. What is that, about $20,000, from where it was this time last year, and up a little bit from 2 years ago in 2021. So we're still in that, $350,000 range for the median condos in Portland. And we have some killer condos, and I have a couple of great videos about condos where we kind of explore some of the market there right here in Portland. If you're thinking about buying a condo, go check out some of those videos, and that'll kind of give you a good idea on maybe some of the good places to really look for a condo, because there's some great newer buildings with some very affordable prices. All right, so here's the affordability index. It was up, the higher the number on the affordability index is the better. So it's come up, it came up a little bit last year, and now it's come down a little bit. Part of that is going to be those higher interest rates. It's good that real estate has come down about 3% over the last year, but with the interest rates being higher, that kicks that affordability index down, which makes it a little bit less affordable. Let's jump right over here to Northeast Portland. And Northeast Portland right now is about 35 days total market time with an average sales price of just under $600,000. And Southeast Portland, just under $500,000 with a little bit more market time of 39. A lot of listings in Southeast Portland right now, 452 versus Northeast Portland's 310. And we can just jump down over here to Lake Oswego, 290 listings, and average price is just under 1.2 million with 44 days on market on average. And West Portland, 66 days, quite a bit of difference over here in West Portland. And 691,000 for our average, with 751 homes on the market. So that's going to include Southwest Portland, and you will see a lot of listings on there on that side. So if you look up, on Zillow or Redfin, we're going to notice a lot there. So quite a bit more market time, and what that's going to mean to you if you're a buyer is, hey, more negotiation power. If you guys have any questions about the market, please reach out to me. My name is Aaron Cullen. I'm a local real estate agent right here in the Portland metro area. I personally live in Lake Oswego, but I service the whole Portland metro. So if you guys are looking to move here, or you have any questions, or you're looking to sell your home and you want to know, hey, where do I start? Go ahead and reach out. My information's right down there in the description area. Shoot me an email, send me a text, give me a phone call. Love to help. All right, guys, I'll see you next month.